I don't know who need to hear this. I'm not even quite sure if I'm speaking to the right person. I can tell you that you're not the only one who's had those thoughts. I can tell you that you're not the only one who's at war. I can also tell you you're not the only one who's afraid and scared, but you're the only one who can save your life. You're the only one who can make a decision that you can live with. It's not about the things that you think are not being seen or heard. It's not about the voices or the doubt or the anxiety or the depression or the schizophrenia or the bipolar. It's not about any of that. It's about you. It's about you, the person who matters. You, the person who has a reason to be here, a purpose. It's about you. I'm only asking you to do one thing. Simply fight. Dial 3 numbers, 988. 3 simple numbers, 988. And get help. So before you make a decision that we have to live with, make the one that you can live with. And get help. Now let's talk football.
Welcome to Detroit. Mate, they're going to feel us today. We play our brand of football. What the thing? Fight me. Defense on me.
All right. Now, I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure that they remember forever the night they played the Lions. Leave no doubt.
Leave no doubt, ladies and gentlemen, leave no doubt. I'd be damned if I didn't say I called it, but I did. The Detroit Lions are 4-1. We should have been 5-0, but nobody cares. We're 4-1. I'm going to have a little bit of fun today, people, because this is a good day. First of all, I couldn't get in to talk about what happened on Thursday with the Packers. That's okay. I'll cover that briefly. And then secondly, it was the follow-up to this. It was the follow-up to what happened on Thursday that came out in this game that had it. Oh, today's going to be a day where we get to talk about things that matter. Take all the emotions out of it. Take all the guesswork out of it. I don't even care about statistics. What I saw on Sunday is what I expect to see every time the Lions take the field. Every time. I expect to see that every single time they take the field. Like, I don't even know how to act, y'all. I really don't. I have no clue how to act about this. But before I go down this road, I got to see who in the building with me. Friendly neighborhood Lions fan is in the building. The Singles Dad Club is in the building. Noel Pertella is in the building. I hope I did not botch your last name. We got my man Looney Tune in the building. Big T is in the building. We got my man BD Buster, Lions Rumble 81. Black Spirit is in the building. We got Giovanni Lyon in the building. Jack Frost is in the building. Mikhail Holt is in the building. Oh, we got a new one up in here. Keep it real, Luigi. We got my man B Shaw 0918. Unless he just changed his name, but I know I tend to keep track of stuff. All right. We got my man's Joel C in the building. We got Billy Venable in the building. We got Zakwa. I hope I said that right. In the building. We got 40-20 style. And my man 9 Drinks is in the building. The real Mr. Bean is in the building. We got my man Ed W in the building. And Juan W in the building. Motown Football is in the building with me. If you in here, put it in here. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get my damn thing together now because I'm going to have some fun today, people. I'm going to just tell y'all right now. I'm literally going to start off with the things that I'm doing the good, the bad, and the ugly. Luckily for you, ladies and gentlemen listening, I have no desire to do any ugly. I just don't. I don't. I mean, you can technically do an honorable mention ugly, but it wasn't enough for me to give 2 flying nickels. I didn't care. I was too high off of life. To care. All right. People. The Detroit Lions are 4-1. 4-1. To every single person on a prediction show who had them at 4-1 at this point, or 5-0 or whatever, kudos to you. Pat yourself on the back. Now, if you notice, I started that entire thing off with that video of Leave No Doubt, Give Up Nothing. One of the greatest movies of all time, based on a true story, or around a true story, I should say. But I don't know if y'all know this. There's a lot of articles out. A lot of people are writing things. A lot of people are talking about things. And I find it funny how the things that they're writing and talking about are not revolving around this simple fact. This one simple fact. The Detroit Lions have won 4 games because of their defense. Damn, that sound good. Woo! I was concerned. I'm still partially concerned. I'll get into that later, but I was concerned. Let me do my quick recap to catch up on what happened in the Green Bay game. And knock that out. When it came to the Green Bay game, it was simple for me. I expected the Lions to go out and handle business. I really did. I expected the game to be pretty much, killing it and stuff. And they came out and did what they're supposed to do. I was very proud of them for not wavering on, putting their foot on somebody's neck immediately and quickly. They wasted no energy in doing that. When I watched that Packers game, the biggest thing that stood out to me was how every time they thought they were going to do something, we responded quickly and swiftly. I was very proud of that. I was excited because these are the things that you want to see. This is what good teams do. Now, before I go down this road, I think we all need to go back and have a moment of reflection. Okay? Because we owe somebody a thank you. Yeah. We owe somebody a thank you. I'm talking about the Seattle Seahawks. Let me just tell you why. There's 2 reasons why. The first reason why we owe them a thank you is because after the Lions beat Kansas City and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson opened his mouth and said, wear blue ski masks and all this other stuff, I saw where they came in with this attitude that they were just going to walk all over the Seattle Seahawks. And they got embarrassed. It was really an embarrassing loss. And I'm happy that the Seattle Seahawks did that to them. Because since that embarrassing loss, they have been 1,000,000% locked in. They have been 1,000,000% all about business. They don't take going against teams for granted. Everybody talked about, the game against the Seattle Seahawks, that's a game of redemption. No. Matter of fact, it wasn't even a game of redemption. They called it a revenge game. And I'm thinking, that was a redemption game. We finna play this team. Every game that they had, including the Panthers, that was a redemption game. It was. The Packers was business. Take care of business and get out. And I was so excited because we did something that I've been asking us to do for the longest. Run the ball. Isn't it funny how the one thing that I've been hollering and screaming about is how we are 4-1, which is running the ball and playing defense. This is what it looks like. And it gets better. You know why? Because down the stretch, you're going to be able to run even more. Your everything gels better. It feels better. Like you just don't understand how it's going to get down the stretch. Look at the teams who are winning. They're running the ball. They're playing defense. Now let me fast forward this thing to the Panthers game. Exactly. All right. I put the link out there. Feel free to jump in. This is an open forum today. I didn't even take notes, people. I didn't take a single damn note. I was just happy. What's going on, Tim Madison? What up, though, Vash Star Win? What's going on, Detroit's own Big Wheel? Peep me up now. I want y'all to understand something. All right? I'm going to say a few things, and I'm going to get to all the greatness. The first thing is this. I have no ugly to discuss in my good, bad, and ugly, but I have some bad to talk about. And I'm going to get that out the way because it's quick and fast and easy. Just simply put, I don't know what needs to happen. I don't know how it needs to happen. But we need to figure out how to get J-Mo to catch a damn ball with his hands. All these body catches, I need it to stop. I need the body catching to stop. There's no need for it. Okay? But, for the most part, you figure what? I think 3 targets. He caught 2, dropped 1. Yeah. Right? The other bad, the third quarter. We still playing 3 quarters of football, and it's annoying me. It's frustrating as hell because you got a 4-quarter game, and every time I look around, like I look around, I'm trying to figure out why is this happening? Why is this occurring? You know what I mean? Why is it that in the third quarter we just die? Like we don't come out with the same intensity. I think this is week 4 that we come out and didn't do nothing on the opening drive of the third quarter. That's killing me. It's killing me softly. And I'm trying my best to not be upset about it, but man, it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off that we are not getting going in the third quarter. Now that I got all that out the way, let's talk about it and have some goddamn fun. People! There was a lot of people who was concerned about the leaving of Jamal Williams. I wasn't one of them. I personally felt that Montgomery was going to be a better and a clear upgrade over him, and he was. I'm still sad about the loss of Swift. I'll stand on that one by myself. I've done it before. But I'm mad that we are at that point where, I want more running. Like I just keep giving it to me. Feed me the ball, It's like Little Shop of Horror. Feed me, Seymour. I just go on, give me more. I need more cowbell. And the sad part is it seemed like with Montgomery now having the ability to have an offensive line, the more you give him the ball, the harder he runs. And it does frustrate me that we are still trying to figure out how to get Jahmyr Gibbs in there. I know he was hurt the last game, but still, I was happy as hell. Aiden Hutchinson went nuts. The one-hand catch for the interception. Shit. Like, really? Like, that was my whole thought. Like, this is absolutely amazing to me. Somebody had said in the Discord that Aiden Hutchinson has more interceptions than J-Mo has catches. I digress on that, but I'll get to it later. But, man, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Tim Madison says, Luke G, OG, been watching you for a while now. I missed the roundtable days. They coming back. I'm working on it. It's coming back. I'm working on it. My man Anthony for RachelMarieSports UK showed up. Down 19, get back in here. My man Anthony showing up in the building says, Luke, my better looking twin. Hope the world treating you well. It has, man. The last week has been all dad, uncle, husband time. I had to give that time to my family. Work had its little part in there, but I gave that time to my family. I had a brother who life was taken from him. Actually, we're coming up on a year of him being gone, and he has 2 girls behind, and so I basically stepped in as dad. So that's why I wasn't able to get on as much as I would like. And then on top of that, I'm still active in my other nieces and nephews' life as well, and in my own children. So yeah, I was busy. I've been driving on college tours and everything. Like it's a lot of people, but I'm here, man. Life has been treating me good. All right. Running the ball and stopping the run on defense is the foundation of football. I agree. This is the thing that's going to blow people's mind. I don't believe that the Lions' run defense is what people think it is. I think it's fool's gold. I do. I believe it's fool's gold. Only because when I look at these games, let's be honest, the run defense has not been challenged. Don't believe me? Go and look at it. Kansas City didn't try to run the ball against us. They abandoned it often and quickly in favor of their quarterback. And I knew that was going to happen, which is why I picked us to win. Seattle was running the ball, but then they gave up on the run, not because they couldn't run it, but because they realized that we wasn't nowhere near their quarterback. And so they just passed us to death because we were giving up big yards and big plays. And they stopped running the ball. And when they needed to run the ball again to close the game out, they did. You go to the Falcons game, they was a run-first team. I thought that was going to be our first test. They come out passing. It's completely abandoned the run. I went, oh, okay. All right. Look at Green Bay. Abandon the run. I'm happy that all this stuff is happening, too. I don't give two flying nickels. Your mistakes is my game. I can care less. This is football. When I look at the Panthers, if you look at it, they honestly was able to run the ball on us, but the difference in that game was we got up on them quickly and swiftly with the turnovers from your defense. And I haven't heard not one single person come in here and say fire Aaron Glenn. When I kept telling everybody, hey, that game against Seattle, the players didn't execute. It's not Aaron Glenn. The players didn't execute. Everybody kept telling me we didn't have talent. Then they want to fire Aaron Glenn when he don't perform well with the team that they said we don't have talent with. So the reality is the Lions are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're performing at the level that they're supposed to be performing at when you execute. They're filling gaps that they're supposed to be filling. All you people who want to talk about linebackers, I want you to pay attention to how often one person who was hyped up took in a late round draft who wears a particular number 44, and it's, you know, everybody loves him because he's a good Cowboy. How much playing time he got this past game. You need people who are comparable enough to not only make plays, but adjust themselves in mistakes. And that's just the reality of it. So, yeah. And I know it's a linebacker there, but you know what? This is football. You should know you're going to be hit. Deal with it. Was just thinking Little Shop of Horror line. I love that damn Little Shop of Horror. That was a good TV show. I mean, a good movie and musical. Swift, when motivated and hefty, and Montgomery would have been dynamic. Man, what? Shout out to my man Dan Spanos. Yeah, you're right about that, AW. Let me see. That's what I'm waiting for this team to play Baltimore. Our run defense will really be tested in. I hope. But we haven't played nobody that's running the ball. And the thing is this. When you look at that Panthers game, you know the thing that impressed me the most was all of our people up front was winning those one-on-one matchups. And they were doing it at a consistent rate. The linebackers were tackling sound. The cornerbacks were tackling sound. Now, I'm not going to lie. That penalty that they got on Ellis Anzalone, was it a penalty? Yes, it was. Do I give two flying nickels? No, I don't. No, I don't. Hey, shout out to the Bucks Nation. He said, oh, shit, here come them Bucks. Listen, I got a link in the description. You're more than welcome to join this show. There's no fear here. And by the way, I may be a Lions YouTuber, but I'm also a fan of the Bucks and Seahawks, and as well as the Lions. So sorry, this is known information, and I follow them well. The Lions will beat the Bucks for a number of reasons. I would dare you to come on and tell me otherwise. It's just the Lions are going to beat the Bucks. But I'm glad you're here, Buck Nation. I'm glad you're here. But yeah, I mean, let's be honest. We got up so quick on the Panthers. After winning our one-on-one matchups, it made no sense. They came out and really tried to pass on us. The quarterback actually was trying to get some runs off. And the worst part is this. This is a game that you win like that against that team that you should do like that, who had no Brian Branch, no Amon-Ra St. Brown. You didn't play Jahmyr Gibbs. Like People, think about that. You didn't have to do none of that. Now, DJ said, I said at least top 10 defense before the season. Luke, remember that. I will remember that. I remember that. I said, we'll see. But we haven't been tested in the run yet. I wish we did, but we haven't. Let me see. That's one illegal contact play was hilarious. The Panthers players ran into a parked car. Listen, I felt bad because Ellis Anzalone, when he hit the quarterback, I'm like, what is he supposed to do? My man, like 4 feet tall. What is he supposed to do? If he go low, that don't do nothing. Like, it makes what? Bucks are dominating. Lions have no shot. Oh, who said that? Who said that? Who's the person who said that? You know what I'm saying? Who said that? I'm here for Luke. Top reason the Lions will beat the Bucks. They got freaking God, I hate his goddamn. I'm trying so hard to forget his goddamn name. Todd Bowles. That's why we're gonna beat him. Todd Bowles is not a good head coach. That's one. Two, for all the stuff that Baker Mayfield do, just get in his face. Get in his face. That's it. Baker Mayfield ain't doing nothing special. You want to tell me about Mike Evans? That could be resolved with Jacobs. Seriously. I'm not being funny when I say this. Do they have a defense that's performing right now? Yep, but they're not running the ball. Not like that. And Baker Mayfield every now and then makes a good pass. Cool. But we going to score. And we going to score fast and quick. And I don't expect for us to be joking. It is what it is. When we beat the Bucks, we will be number 3 in the NFC, only behind Eagles and 49ers. What's going on here? We ain't Carolina, and who gonna stop M1K3? If Hutchinson don't wreck the game, it's a wrap. He don't have to. Like, I'm not I'm a Bucks fan. I'm honest about my teams. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't play the I don't play those games. I keep it 100. The Bucks don't have enough offense to compete. I'm sorry. Let me bring in Don. Don.
What's going on, Luke?
What's up, though? Welcome to the show. You say what?
Man. Good win. That's a good win right there, man. Take care of business. You know what I'm saying? Missing a few starters, but next man up mentality. I love it.
You know what's funny? There's a scene in Equalizer 2 where Denzel Washington's character tells the guys who he figured out killed his friend. He says, "You killed my friend, and my only regret is he says you guys killed my friend, and I'm going to kill each and every one of you. And my only regret is I get to do it once." And when I watched that game, I felt like the Lions were saying, "We're going to take y'all will from y'all, and my only regret is I get to do it once." Okay, that's my only regret. Now, in terms of watching this game, man, it was exactly what I expected. My only regret is we should have scored more points. I wanted it to look uncontrollably nasty and sloppy. I wanted it to be unheard of.
I
that's what I want.
I kind of understand, but when you a running team, I don't know if you could put up that many points as a running team.
You can. We really could have kept throwing the ball if we wanted to force the issue. They couldn't cover nobody. I mean, Marvin Jones got off, Reynolds got off, Laporta got off. First of all, that play that they ran was beautiful to the tight end, the double reverse. Flicker. Yeah. And then I'm watching the 49ers game against Dallas, and they did the exact same damn play.
Yep.
It was so delightful to see that. And on both plays, they scored. I can't wait for them to put that in Madden.
Yeah, they talked about it. One of the players, I think his name, he like a fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. He said he watched the game. He texted George Kittle and said, "Do you see what the Lions did?" And George Kittle said yes. He texted his offensive coordinator and said, "Let's run that play." They did. They watched the game.
Dude, it worked beautifully. Everybody panicked and ran down there, and it was all good. Everything about it was good, and I love it.
Listen. I know his name not gonna get brought up, but I love the way Craig Reynolds played, bro. He was good for us. He was solid for us. I loved it.
Well, I can tell you this much. Don't get too comfortable. We got business to take care of when it comes to the Bucs, and we got business to take care of when it comes to the Raiders. And then you get that bye week to just chill, right?
Oh, yeah, we gotta do with Vita Vea. I know all about him.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Listen, and I think Vita Vea is a different type of beast, right?
Yeah.
But once you start running stretch plays, he's like no. D from Detroit says, Luke, I know it's early, but why is J-Mo giving me that John Ross vibes? I was confused by the pick. I wanted somebody who could come in and help us day one, not somebody who that was hurt and you had to wait on. I don't think we will ever see another person over the next 10 years be drafted at receiver that's hurt and we wait a whole year before he plays. I don't think we'll ever see that again. I'm praying that he don't be John Ross. But I will say this. Everybody's going to try to convince you, D, of telling you he made some good key blocks that set the runner up. He got in the way. That's good. But I don't know if I'll call it a block. And I'm not seeing a lot of the things that they say he's going to be doing out there. So that's just me. Let's be real. The Bucs are decent, but they aren't close to our level. We will win by at least 14. Bowles got the defense flying around making play. What Bowles? Ty Bowles? Man, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm not, man. I'm not worried about Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. I'm not. This is not with this team. Not with the way this team is. I'm not worried about it. We should win 2 of the next 4 games. That's how I'm looking at it. All right. That's how you got to look at it. I ain't mad at you. What up, though? My man, Numbers J in the building. Everybody doing good. I'm trying to catch up on some of these things. Don, let me tell you something else that really stood out to me, right?
Yeah.
This is the biggest thing that stood out to me. I want everybody to just take a second to take this in. When are y'all going to put respect on freaking Aleem McNeil's name? When y'all going to do it?
Dog, listen. As soon as that Seattle, when you had that stream and that one dude said Aleem McNeil is trash, everything just changed, bro. I knew it. I knew he was.
He was never trash, though. I mean, I've been watching him. He been killing them.
I know, bro. Isaiah Buggs been straight too.
Like. He said, "You sound like Minnesota week 1 and New Orleans last week. We're not Minnesota or them. We actually have a quarterback. We have running backs. We have tight ends. We have receivers. We have secondary. Like I follow both teams. I can tell you about the other team, but it's Ty Bowles. I guarantee you, Ty Bowles gonna make 2 calls that you're gonna be like, why?
Luke, how you feeling about the? How you feeling about the NFC? Or like, let's say the whole league involved. Where do you got the Lions ranked right now?
I don't like rankings. You know why? The reason I don't like rankings is because that's an emotional knee-jerk reaction, right? I like head-to-head matchups. I like to see who play people head-to-head and how it carries over throughout the season. But I don't like rankings because the rankings are never going to be accurate. It's a far guess. At that point, you can sit there and say we're the 3rd best team in there, but it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. We don't play the 49ers this year, right?
But
who I think would run the ball. We do play Dallas.
If you play the Eagles in the playoffs, they run the ball too. Shit.
Well, I'm just saying there's some things that we don't do that I don't agree with. We got another guest coming in. I see you back. Hold on, give me 1 second to read this comment. Luke was right about J-Mo. I was wrong. Just had to own it again and every time till he proves us wrong. Receivers come a dime a dozen. I thought we would have been better served not taking him, taking a linebacker, then coming in the 2nd round and just taking Pickens. That's what I thought.
Yeah, look at Puka Nacua from the Rams.
I'm just saying they come a dime a dozen.
You you can take me off and bring the next guest on. I just want to say what's up to you.
Hey, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Let me bring in my man Juan W in the building. Let's see, hit the gym this time. No, but he got on a nice ass shirt. I like that.
Hey, Luke is a hoodie.
Oh, and he at the gym again, getting this swole on.
Hey,
okay, what's going on, man?
Hey, Luke, don't miss the Detroit Lion Air Jordans either.
Ooh. That boy say he out here coordinate. You got to coordinate. That's that. And that what Pop said. Coordinate.
I'm at the gym in DC. I want to let them know we here.
Listen, man.
Going to the house. So people
are asking would I give up a first round pick for Patrick Surtain? No, I'm not willing to give up a first round pick for no player right now.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I agree. Not right now, but I was disappointed in Mosley. He had 2 plays, 2 snaps, and then got hurt again. So I know we bought damaged goods, hoping that we can get something out of it. But my goodness, 2 snaps.
I got yelled at for complaining about all the hurt players we brought in. So
Yeah, I was just trying to stop at that, but I would say I agree with you on the Swift thing. The comment you made earlier. I didn't like him getting rid of him because I didn't really believe that he was not an every down back. I thought that came from Deuce Daly when he was here. Maybe they had some kind of rift or whatsoever, but Philadelphia has proven otherwise. Now the verdict is still out because the season hasn't gone on. We will see if he can stay healthy, but I don't see right now, with Gibbs in and them trying to force the issue with him and get his groove. I'm just like, man. In my mind, I'm like, okay, could have kept Swift and got my man Jalen Carter, causing havoc in the league. But that's for another chat.
Yeah, that's this. We gonna leave because I'm telling you, the shoulda, woulda, coulda is there. Like I'm not being funny. If you look at what the Lions are doing this year, it makes you wonder why wasn't Bijan the pick, and that's why I don't buy this hype that they would have took him at 6. Oh, we would have took Jahmyr Gibbs at 6 if he was there. No, you wouldn't have. You would have took Bijan because he fits exactly what you're doing, and you would have had Bijan. Excuse me, you would have Bijan and Montgomery. That oh my God, that would have been terrifying. But
I wanted to propose to the chat today that a lot of people were saying that the pass rush wasn't really effective in this past game because Bryce Young was able to scramble. Do you agree with that or disagree? Does the chat disagree or agree?
I think the pass rush was effective. I think the pass rush was definitely effective, but I think there were a few times where we lost gap discipline, and you saw where as the game went on, we improved upon it. So to sit there and say that it wasn't effective, I disagree with that. I think that would be a false statement.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, okay, I didn't really see that, but maybe I got to go back and watch because I didn't really see whether it wasn't effective. I thought the pressure made him scramble.
Yeah. My man Echo 4 Whiskey said this should be called the hindsight is 2020 review. my eyes wasn't hindsight. Listen, everything that I pointed out for the most part happened like I saw it. Like I was like, hey, we was one game in after the first year. I was like, we gotta get rid of Matt Patricia. Nobody wanted to hear it. I was like, look, I'm like, look, Swift is a 3-down back that he can carry the load. No, he's not. And all the Eagles keep doing is giving the man the ball. I don't know what to tell you. I don't.
Carry after carry. But against the Bucs, man, we have to keep that same energy and even improve a little bit more on defense because if you look at I want the Lions to have a shutout. It seems like there's a shutout of some team every week. Every week somebody gets a shutout. And I just think we have that capability and that potential to be able to shut a team out like New Orleans going to New England and smacking them and shutting them down in New England. 0.
I saw that coming though.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I actually picked that in the Pick'em League for the Saints to win. And
wow.
And so my reason for that was when I watched the Patriots the last game that they had, I noticed that the defense looked sluggish, and I noticed that the offense didn't look fully in rhythm. It just is what it is. So.
Do you believe that we have that capability, that shutdown defense, for at least 1 or 2 games this season?
I think that I'm not even looking at if they're going to be shut down. More so, are they going to remain disciplined in what their assignments are? Like I'm looking for more. I'm looking for the little small things because the little things lead to the big. So a lot of times, like for example, right? Nobody talks about it, like because they know that Aiden Hutchinson had a really good game, but he did that using the same spin move over and over. Like that same spin move, he just like, I'm gonna keep using it like Novocaine, give it time and it'll always work. And he kept doing it and it was working. So I was like, keep doing it. So, but do I believe that we have a defense that'll shut somebody up? There's gonna be some games where somebody make some dumb decisions and not take field goals and go for it on fourth and stuff that we're gonna look back on and it's not gonna line up. But for the most part, I'm not looking for a shutout. I'm looking for you to do your job and do your assignment and do it soundly.
Yeah. Just focus on the Bucks right now.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing because the Bucks are going to come in and they're going to try to run the ball. They're going to try to establish it, and it's not going to pop. It's not going to pop. You need to just understand that it's not going to be there. And I think that's legitimately what you want. You want them to be able to say, you know what, we're not going to let you establish the run. And and we're going to get up so quick that you're not going to have time to even think about running, and that's what should happen.
All right, I'm gonna let somebody else get in, but I just want to encourage you, man. Keep looking after your nieces and nephews because I have a 15-year-old daughter, so I get it, man. Just trying to keep her focused and everything. So, we just wanted to encourage you.
Yeah, man. Listen, I appreciate it. You know, my niece went from not wanting to go to college to me talking to her for months, and now she wants to go to college and she knows what she want to do, and so we grinding for it, man. So that's what it is. It's absolutely awesome, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. Listen, man, I'm just being honest when I see this, man. My man, I see you in the back, Rumble. My man, Miles Gibbs says, man, that sucks. Our two major signings in the offseason are out for the season. I know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. What's going on, Truth Teller? We got my man Buck Nation, and he says, no trolling. I'll be back here for all the excuses after the game. I hope you come back here when the game is over too, and it's not a win for the Bucks. I want you to be honest, and I hope that you come on because I do want to talk to somebody from the fan base outside of myself. I'm a Bucks fan. My favorite player was Warren Sapp. I wore 99 and 55 because of Warren Sapp and Derrick Brooks. Yeah. So I follow the Bucks. What's going on, Luke? Hope all is well. Be for real, it is, and I love the photo. Perry says Mosley was hurt when we signed him. There was a good chance he could get hurt coming back from injury. Holmes took a chance on Mosley. So far, it's not working out. Nah. No, it's not working out. And it sucks because you already got Branch out. You already got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson out. You had a week where you had Kirby out. We have injuries in the secondary. And I hate to say it, but we need to be looking and exploring that trading to get some more help there. And that's just the reality of it. Let me bring in my man Lions Rumble 81. What up, though?
What up, though, Luke?
What's going on,
man, brother? Man.
Uh-oh, he breaking up on me. I can't even hear him.
Better?
That's much better. My man Manny DC5 in the building. What up, though? What you got for me, my man Rumble? Talk to me.
Oh man, I'm just juiced like everybody else, man. I'm happy we're no longer the punchlines in the league and amongst other fans, man. So complete team effort yesterday. Shout out to that defense. I don't know what AG did, but I like it. And shout out to actually the players, man. Everybody seems to be buying in, and hey, man, I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy.
You know what AG did? I can tell you what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He cussed them out. He told them, you're going to stop embarrassing me because you can't follow the basic rules of gap assignment. You're going to stop embarrassing me because you can't follow rules of basic form tackling. You're going to stop embarrassing me because you can't stay disciplined and stay in your damn zone. Or when it's man coverage, you're not playing with them at the line of scrimmage. He cussed them out. And he told them, you thought you arrived because you beat the Kansas City Chiefs. You thought you did something, and Seattle smacked you in the mouth. And then it was embarrassing. Yeah. And you're at home where the crowd was at your back and has your whole best interest in hand. And you saw what the crowd did to the Panthers? They had all kind of trouble because they couldn't hear. Absolute chaos. So, he cussed them out. Man. That's what he did. It was never an Aaron Glenn issue as much as it was, other issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely love it, man. And like I said, man, we got a couple of trap games coming up, man. I think the Raiders and Bucks both could be trap games, only because we're riding high off this win, man. And my only question is how are they going to bring in JMO? Because eventually, they're going to be teams are going to start trying to play the run more, but it's going to be up to us to find playmakers and find the mismatches. Because man, shout out to Montgomery, man. Absolute dog out there, man. I love it, man. I love seeing that, man.
And again, keep in mind, I was huge. I was like, everybody, we need to re-sign Jamal Williams. I was like, no. I was very adamant about it. No, we don't.
Yeah, he's not playing right now either. So I mean, that was a good call on their part, man. Absolutely.
Well, it wasn't even a good call on their part. They offered him the same deal that they offered Montgomery. His agent ended up refusing it or something to that effect. And they was like, man, we ain't got time for this. And they went on and got the next option. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Good for them, man. Good for them, man. Yeah, man. I'm going to get up off here, man. I appreciate your streams, man. Sorry I haven't caught them live, but I had time today, man. So I figured I'd jump on, man. Shout out to chat. Shout out to you as well, man. I'll be listening, man. I'll be tapped in, man. I appreciate it.
100% appreciate it, man. Appreciate it so much. Apologize. No more same old Lions. It's official. I'll take that L. Hey, listen. It's not even a matter of saying same old Lions. It's saying, look, this is what I tell people. Take the emotion out of it and look at the rest of it. Take all that other stuff out and just look at the fact. What the Lions did to the Panthers lets you know one of the most important keys, which is this. When you go up against me and I'm just better than you, I need to show it and show it immediately. And they did. That's what it looks like. If my son called me outside and say he finna dunk on me, I should smack the ball directly in his 7-year-old face so he can learn a valuable lesson. Get up and try again, but this ain't the time for you. But if he comes in and he dunks on me, I got to shut the hell up and accept it. And that's what the Lions did. They came in, said, okay, y'all not better than us. And to show you how crazy it is, let me give you the first half. Because what I did this season was I post the first half stats on my community page and in my Discord every game. So we can always go back and see what happened. The Lions had 8 first downs passing versus the 6 to the Panthers, 4 rushing versus the 5. Here's where it gets crazy at. They both had 6 total drives. But the Panthers' yards per play were 4.7. And that's because we had interceptions. We had forced fumbles. We had freaking sacks. Like all this talk, people want to keep talking about pressure. Nobody cares about pressure when it's a positive play, only when it's negative. But you're talking 6 drives. They had 120 yards in the first half. The score was 28-10. They had 54 yards rushing, 15 rushing attempts. Okay? They were doing everything they could to try to get this. They were 5 for 7 on third down. We were 2 for 4. I want y'all to understand this. They ran 37 total plays to our 28. But 4 games, the Lions won because of the defense. 4 games. 4 games, the Lions won because of defense. And there's nothing nobody can take from that. Nobody can take it away from them. And I told this to people. I said, look, don't get caught up in this. Don't subscribe to stuff that don't make sense. But the Lions had already had 2 interceptions by the time halftime hit. They had already had 1 interception. They had already had 3 turnovers by the time the first half was over. Their quarterback was 13 of 17 for 143 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. David Montgomery already had 71 rushing yards, although one of them was a 42-yard long run. If that was Jamal Williams, I guarantee you he doesn't get there. We ran him 10 times for 71 yards, and one of them was literally 42. You can do the math on the other ones. He still had a good average. LaPorta had 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions for 35 yards. Khalif Raymond, nobody's talking about how he shows up in clutch. They don't talk about that. Nobody talks about how Josh Reynolds has been solid for us. Nobody talks about that. What up, though, Trigger Easily? What up, though, Richard Head? What's going on, Go Lions? What's going on, New Breed 313 Sports? Shoot. I got the link in the description. I mean, right there in the chat. Feel free to hop in right now and talk to me. You only need a microphone and a cell phone with good internet connections. It's not going to kill you. I want y'all to understand how crazy this was. Will Harris was your leading tackler after the half. Will Harris. 6 total tackles, 5 solo, 1 pass deflect, 1 quarterback hit. Ellis Anzalone, 6 total tackles, 4 solo, 1 quarterback hit. Aiden Hudson, 2 tackles, 2 solo, 1 tackle for a loss, a pass deflect. This is the first half. I mean, there was no ifs, ands, and buts. Matter of fact, let me run it one more time. They literally came in and did this to them. This is exactly what they did to the Panthers.
Defense, on me!
All right. Now, I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night! And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure that they remember forever the night they played the Lions. Leave no doubt.
Do you believe? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. My man Dan over there from Dan Football Talk, we've been talking behind the scenes. He's like, bro, I did not see this coming. I told him it's okay. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Nobody knew. How could we have known? I get it. I totally understand it now. And you know the best part about it? Here's the best part about it. When we look at what the Lions did to the Panthers, you get to know that there's a simple truth here. That I'm better than you. What you did to us last year was a fluke. I'm better than you. And guess what? I don't want to hear about, but they got 24 points. That's bullshit because they got 24 points because the officials helped them get down the field. It was getting real bad. They weren't even really getting towards the red zone. It got so bad. I'm serious. Every game I go through, I look at how we got better and what areas where we didn't improve at. Like, you know, us not taking a kick when we could have taken it, that we don't trust them to make that long kick. They just flat out told them, like, yo, yeah, y'all really didn't even score 24. You scored 10. And officials help you get down here because you weren't going to get it without their help. We're not talking enough about all 3 phases of the game. Special teams coming down. There's a few big hits on special teams that I was in the house flipping up and down on, like, oh my Lord. One of them came from Elrod. I was like, yes. This is where he's best at. Put him there. And this is the reality. I watched that game. There was no area of that game we could not succeed at, minus the third quarter. Third quarter, I just want to wipe that from my memory. Don't even want to think about the third quarter. Don't even want to think about it. But I watched the offensive line dominate with lanes upon lanes, with gaps upon gaps. I watched the tight end constantly be stressed. I watched them adjust their entire defense and put Jeremy Chin to try to take away the tight end. It wasn't nothing he can do. Wasn't nothing he can do. Here go the other scary part about it. I remember telling everybody when the Lions lost to the Panthers in preseason that I can care less because there was literally no reason to show them anything. It's preseason. Look what they come out and do. They call stuff that I wasn't even sure that we should have been calling, but guess what? It worked. It wasn't a cylinder that didn't fire clear and that made it such a way that we should have won that game. It was 100% how you play a game of football and tell somebody I'm better than you. Then I got people hitting me up saying stuff like, this is why we don't rock with my man TJ. And I say it's different. The way that they're using TJ versus how they're using Laporta are different. And the biggest difference is Laporta has a little bit more speed, and Laporta is getting open just like TJ is getting open. The difference is the usage and how they're deploying him. That's the difference. Because little do you know, if he keeps this up, you're going to have to pay him more than what TJ got. But guess what? For 1 week, I'm not even afraid of the 49ers. Eagles still worry me because that mobile quarterback is a different story. The 49ers, I hope when we go to the playoff, because we're going, that we play the 49ers. Because I'm telling you, Brock Purdy ain't finna run no damn where. We should be able to touch him. We were blitzing and everything. And the best part of it is guess what? All those people who doubted us, all those people who was afraid to get on this train, when I told you I'm the conductor, you know what I mean? You seen that movie when he said I'm the captain now, I'm the conductor now, okay? All the people who didn't want to get on there.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Get up, man. Get up, get excited. Get happy. Get going about your team. Talk about what your D-line doing. It ain't just Isaiah Buggs. We always want to give small people big flowers. Aleem McNeil is doing the damn thing. Isaiah Buggs is doing his thing. Benito, can't believe I'm saying it, but he's doing the damn thing. Romeo Core, doing the damn thing. They're doing the damn thing. Who ain't doing the damn thing? I really had I was trying to look like this. Is it somebody who didn't do their job? Nope, not this game. The kicker did his job. Even when the officials were calling BS, the defense was still holding up. When you go through and you look at your linebackers, why I kept screaming, we need linebackers. Look what happened. There was a few times where all three, Burns, Alex, and my man's Campbell was out there. Look what happened. They went to go for a run. Campbell snuffed it. Why? Because he couldn't go left and he couldn't go right. You need quality linebacker play, particularly at the inside. This is why the train rolling. This is why the Kool-Aid tastes so sweet. You've hit a point where succeeding is the expectation. Your coach ain't afraid to go for it on fourth. You see how they play us now because he's been doing this? They came out in a formation to stop a fake fourth down play, which we didn't have many, but they tried to come out and look what happened. Ball get booted down there, nowhere for him to run. That's progress. What's going on, low tier trash? What's going on, Big Perm? Johnny Detroit, what up, though? Tactical Puma, what up, though? Bringing my next guest, my man Bandit. What up, though?
What up, brother?
Talk to the people, man. Lions go out there. Not only do they whoop up, I want you to understand how important this is. Not only do they whoop up on the Panthers as they should, they whooped up on the Packers, right? As they should. What do you got for the people? What did you like about the game? What you didn't like about it? Talk to them.
I like the way, first of all, our defense, Jerry Jacobs, man. Everybody was counting him out, man. Been putting a seatbelt on people, bro. Like I told y'all, like then Tracy Walker. I like how our supposedly second unit came in and basically took over since GJ went out. I thought the defense was going to fall off a little bit, but it's been no fall off. People need to start getting Jared Goff his credit too, because the way he runs his offense, man, they're going to give him an extension. So you might as well get used to him being in Detroit.
You know what's funny? I asked people this right out the gate. Shout out to my man D Map Zoom and my man D Williams. Broken, Tubbin, what up, though? I'm just gonna put it. He said, I love the hat.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Here's the reality, bro. All right. The Lions played the right team at the right time to keep morale high and confidence to the moon, right? Because when he threw that pass, Jacobs felt more than confident to abandon that thing, to drop back in there and grab it. And what I thought was impressive about it was when he did it, you could see the quarterback face go, oh my God, he was supposed to be still down there. Welcome to the NFL, young man.
That started off, and that you got to go back to the Packers game when he got the tip interception. That built his confidence back, man, because he was down. You feel me? That built his confidence back. Then that second one, he's like, yeah, we're taking off from here.
100%.
He knew he had to step up too because Mosley was supposedly coming back. Then for Mosley to go down and him get another interception, that stamped his second corner, man. So like,
listen, this is another thing I got to put it out there because I know people are gonna bring this up, they're not gonna believe it. Shout out to my man Lions Fan Express. He does have a YouTube channel, so go show my man some love. I'm just gonna put this out there. I know I've been hearing a lot of conversations about how Cam Sutton is balling. Nobody has tested Cam Sutton, and when they did, he's got a penalty. Or the ball was thrown so far over the top or something like that. He hasn't really been tested. Our run defense hasn't really been tested. And that's cool, right? Because you want to rack up as many wins now that is possible. Like you just rack them up. But when you start to look at the schedule, down the stretch, you got some harder games. I don't think no team in the NFC North is going to beat Kansas City. We got that on our belt. You know what I mean? I don't think that the NFC North wants to play the Lions right now because they're still showing up and showing out, and they got a lot of injuries.
Deeper than we ever been on offense and defense.
Now, I will say this. You talked about Jared Goff. I told people a year or two ago, whatever it was, I said, if you really believe Jared Goff is the quarterback of the future, he's the franchise quarterback, you got to pay him now because it's going to get expensive. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Watch this. The more and more Daniel Jones plays like crap, the more money that's going in Jared Goff's pocket.
Absolutely.
The moment they get to the playoffs and he win a playoff game, it's more money that's going into his pocket.
But look, I think because he loved the city of Detroit and Detroit has embraced him there, I think he'd take a friendly team deal just to stay here.
Who?
Jared Goff.
Now listen, Bandit. Listen. I don't want to put our business out here on these streets, but you tell me who the supplier is, and I'm gonna smoke with you, okay? Okay. There ain't
no the dispo on us playing.
Listen, ain't no way, bro. He giving out no damn discount when it's time to get paid. Nah, pay me. I got you to the playoff and the playoff win for the first time since 1991.
I understand that, but there was no teams out here giving him a chance. You feel me? That's like
my money.
Like, you feel me? That's like the ugliest dude in the room getting the girl. You feel me?
And you know what? Sometimes the ugly dude in the room do get the girl. Go ask Flavor Flav and Lil Wayne. I'm still trying to figure out how Laura London got him. Come on now, stop playing. Sometimes the ugly dude get the pretty girl. Let's be honest, right? I'm just trying to get you to understand that he is not taking no team-friendly deal. People thought he was finna take $45 million to play a year. You win a division, a playoff game, and he's not. We can toss that to the wolves. It's not happening.
So what you think you're gonna get? Well, not this year, but next year after offseason.
Like 52.
You gonna go 52 million?
Yep.
Now I want to know what you smoking.
Well, let me tell you about my supplier. He's a good guy.
But no, who's gonna pick Goff? No, I mean, if he stayed as a top 10 quarterback, top 5 quarterback, yeah, but I don't know, bro.
To me, I don't think it's a matter of him being. It's a matter of breaking history. You see what I'm saying? You have to shape and change the history. So if the Lions win the division, which I expect them to fully do, and the Lions win a division, the Lions go to the playoff and win the playoff game, which I expect them to fully do. And no, by the way, if we keep this trajectory, let's start talking first seed, people. Because you know that the Eagles got a loss coming. You know that the 49ers got a loss coming. Okay, let's start talking about first place, people. You can mess around and get a first round bye and home field advantage throughout. Just come on now. Your easiest road to the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. Another shout out to our receivers, man. Everybody was like, oh, I mean, yeah, St. Brown's a dog, but there was nothing that really dropped. Craig Reynolds been stepping up, bro. On God, like been out there eating, bro. That little toe tack.
You talking about Josh Reynolds?
Josh
not
Reynolds,
Craig. Josh. I'm gonna tell you, it's not. He hasn't been stepping up. This is the thing. This is why I was so annoyed by us drafting Jameson Williams. I'm like, you can find receivers anywhere. And then here go the scary part. Look at our media. Every time they talk about the Lions could be in the trade for it, it's always for a damn receiver. They ain't never talking about another interior guy. They're not talking about linebacker. They're not talking about cornerback. And make no mistake, we could use another interior guy. Make no mistake, we could use another linebacker. Make no mistake, we could use another corner. But every time they write an article, it's always about us taking some damn receiver. The latest one I saw was about Devontae Adams.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. And it was Chase
Higgins.
Chase Claypool. It was
That's what I'm saying. Every time a receiver it's something about this fan base and this media that love receivers. I don't get it. Lions went through a tough stretch already.
The one thing about JMO, man, he like a gun with the switch on it, man. It's just take off, bro. So like you pay a couple, man, you jump up in the draft to get that, man. Especially if he come back healthy, man, can produce. If he's 75% of Deshaun Jackson, bro, yeah, we cool, bro. That's
and shout out to one funky Lion fan, man. Like he said, team friendly deals are a myth. I don't know. I don't see it. But shout out to my man Raw Podcast, aka Tia. He says 50 to 55 million. I don't see how you give him anything less. You telling me I don't took you to a playoff game, won a playoff game, and I won a division? Yeah, pay me.
Okay, pay so me. Outside of Detroit, who you think gonna offer him that money?
What you mean?
Like, what team is going to offer him that money? Like,
where you want me to start at? Where you want me to tell me the Buccaneers don't need a quarterback?
Shit, the way Baker Mayfield been playing.
Really? You think they're going to reap? You think
they're 3-1?
If you took the Lions to a division title and a playoff win, you tell me they
Baker Mayfield take Tampa Bay to the playoffs, they're re-signing him.
Okay. They wouldn't do it if Jared Goff is out there. You want me to keep going? I can name a few teams that would do it. You want me to keep going?
What?
All right, I can give you another team that would do it. Tennessee. They went out and got Will Levis, but I don't think they buying off into the hype. They trying to give people chances, but it's not there.
My dude Jay Reed,
right?
Titans fan, yeah, he be tripping about 10 here.
Listen, hold on, Minnesota. Tell me, they gonna move on from. They gonna find a way to move on from Kirk Cousins.
After this year?
I think so.
I think they're gonna let his contract play out.
What about the Washington Commanders? You don't think they want another quarterback?
All right, Luke, you got me. You got me, bro.
I can keep going.
No, it's okay.
I'm just saying, a team like the Jets. You don't think the Jets would take a guy like that?
Rodgers supposed to be back next year.
He could come back next year, right? He could, and they could say we're gonna pass on him and everything else, right? But I'm just saying, I can go and look at a number of teams who would pay him that money.
Ain't it crazy how Rodgers got hurt and what was it, 3 snaps, and then Mosley got hurt in what, 2-4 plays?
Well, I'm just putting it out there. Again, the link is in the chat. Feel free to hop in and talk your stuff. It's open for you. I don't care. You listen. Let's talk about it. Ed W says, "Hey Luke, in your opinion, can we win against the 49ers or Eagles?" Yes,
absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
And that's not me. That's not hyperbole or me trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to hype him up. No, that's not fandom or Kool-Aid or none of that. That's me looking at matchups and saying, oh, this is where we beat them at. This is how we get them. This is how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Purdy, you just got to touch the quarterback. Seriously.
And we proved that we got people that's going to get to that quarterback.
That's what it boils down to. Get to the quarterback. All right? So, yes, I think we can win that game. The Vikings getting a young quarterback. They could be. But think about it. Think about it. They got enough talent right now. They feel that they can win right now. And guess what? It's an in-division type thing. He knows all the Lions' best information.
But I don't see Minnesota getting rid of Kirk Cousins because they know they lost a lot on defense. You feel me? So their offense is set. I think this upcoming draft, they're going to do their defense. And they're going to give them 1 year to prove it. So that's what I think.
Ducky Khan says, so anyone Lions need a cornerback? Yeah, I've been saying this for a while. It's going to work itself out. Let me bring in my next guest, brother. I'm going to put you back in the back and hold tight for me, all right? My man D-Map Zoom is in the building. What up, though, D-Map?
My brother, what's going on with you, man?
What's going on, man? What you got for me, man? Lions beat the brakes off of the Panthers in the battle of the big cats. They show why they are the king of the jungle.
Oh, yeah, man. That feels so good. It feels so good. Like revenge from last year. I'm like, we shouldn't have lost that game to begin with, but it is what it is. Fact of the matter is, our team been putting in the finest to work.
And you know the best part about it is I'm still waiting on all those people who had beef with Aaron Glenn to come back to the podium. You know what I mean? Where are you at? Where are y'all at? Because as soon as opportunity presents yourself, he was ready to throw him underneath the bus. He was the sacrificial lamb.
Man, they ain't nowhere in sight, man. They saying quiet because we freaking 4-1 right now. And we saying one of the best run defenses in the league. And saying defenses in general. They ain't saying nothing. No surprise, to be honest. All I know is it just feel good to actually have a team with depth. Because our main dudes been going down left and right. But shoot, backup dude stepping up. Jerry Jacobs, what? Got 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions now.
Yeah, I haven't even tracked a lot of the stuff because I've been. First of all, I was doing a little project trying to kill this whole conversation about pressures. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. Every time somebody don't have the stats, we change the goddamn goalpost to something they don't care about nothing. Look how many pressures he's got. It's not a pressure if the play still happens. It doesn't make sense.
That's stupid.
49ers would be way harder. They will be harder, but we can beat them. If Jared Goff doesn't sign with the Lions, he will be the quarterback that Ben Johnson is the head coach of. That's a deep thought. That's a deep thought right there. Think about it. Seriously, think about it. You telling me a team like Pittsburgh wouldn't be like, hey, Kenny Pickett, it's been fun? I could just name so many people. The Patriots. It's just so many of them, man. The Falcons, you tell me the Falcons wouldn't take them? They just so in love with Desmond Ridder. Got it. They're people that would take him, especially considering the way he balling right now. Yeah, Jared Goff been putting in work this year, bro. It seems like it's not a throw he can't make. You know why? Because the storm is perfect around him. You see what I'm saying? It's a perfect storm around him. The protection has been there, and when it hasn't been there, he hasn't really made a lot of the bonehead decisions. Now, he's had some turnovers, but the defense has responded in a way that has really impressed me. It has really made me proud. And it supports what I've always seen on the tape, that these are not scheme issues. These are players not executing issues because the scheme is essentially the same.
Yeah, it's true. Because most of the players are on the team at the same. They mostly just added rookies, pretty much.
Yep.
Because other than the secondary pieces, C.J. Gardner and Mosley, dang, that sucks for him, man. That sucks for him.
I mean, but see, we know we're gonna get Gardner back at some point this season, right?
Wait, he ain't out for the year?
Well, he's out for the year, presumably, but you feel like, if you make it to the playoffs, I'm pretty sure he's healthy again, right? Because even a humbled Chauncey Gardner-Johnson has helped to this team, whether people know it or not. To me, it's Brian Branch. It's something with Brian Branch is something different.
That dude's a dog, man.
I noticed in the Green Bay game when he went down that the defense got different. Also, this is why I call him Nightcrawler. He just knows how to find a damn ball every time. So it is what it is. Joe Lewis 313, shout out to you, homie. What up, though? He says, "At Luke, is Hooker trade bait if we re-sign Goff?" Nope.
Hell no.
He's just the back. He's just the backup, or he's the future. See, this is what they understand about him. They're not looking at the age. Everybody else is looking at the age. Oh, he's getting older, but he's not taking hits. He could be 25. He's not taking hits. So as long as he's not taking hits and he's still able to learn and grow, you got a guy that you can keep. And at some point, we're going to get a chance to see Hendon Hooker, and they're going to be like, no, we keeping him. Now, let's say he is trade bait. Great. You just find a way to get some more capital. Brilliant. I get it.
I'll say, man, I know is I saw Brian Branch was gonna be in the game. I'm like, dang man, our dog or freaking safety ain't playing. But it's like the way our team been playing, it's like I ain't worried about it. It's next man up.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. My man Jack Frost says I can call out all the Aaron Glenn haters. I keep receipts. I got receipts. I just ain't did it. I got receipts because a lot of times this is what happens. I say something and people just want to debate with me for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. They have no reason to debate with me. They just want to debate with me for the hell of it. And I'm cool with that. But they coming in here with emotions. Tell me the facts.
We need facts around here.
Tell me the facts. When I tell you our run defense is fool's gold, don't at me and tell me, oh, they only got this many yards. They didn't need to run the ball. Why would you run the ball when everything through the air is working?
Literally, it makes
all
no
cylinders.
Sense.
So yeah, come on.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know something working against the team. Why the heck will you change it? That is, unless they adjust to it, then you change it. But other than that, keep using it.
Like I said, Aaron Glenn is going to always be the scapegoat no matter what. I'll give AG his flowers this year, but our defense was historically bad for 1.5 years. That wasn't Aaron Glenn. That's the thing. That's the thing that people don't realize, right? That wasn't Aaron Glenn. That defense is historically bad before Aaron Glenn got here, before he was even on Dan Campbell's coaching staff. It was already bad. And that's why I was so critical of Brad Holmes. I want more people on the defense. And don't get me wrong. Has my stance changed on Brad Holmes? No, it has not. Address the defense.
Sure, we need to address the defense now. All these dang injuries. Dude going out for the year.
James Houston, don't need to. Out. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson out. Mosley out. Pascal has been out and playing in spotty places.
Some catch space, don't we?
Like, man, we got so many people that's out, bro. The injuries is ridiculous. But no, I can't overlook it.
He need to go work. Man. You need to find some dudes.
Like I said, look, how many more years would you extend Goff? 3, with an option out at the 2. Yeah,
I'll say that's perfect to me. Like 3 option out.
3 with a way for us to get out by year 3. That's what I would do, Richard Head. Which, if y'all not catching on to the Richard Head, you're slow. Is because the abbreviated name for Richard is a 4-letter word that starts with a D.
I feel him on that, man.
I get it, sir.
You already got people already crying like, so we got to overpay for Ben Johnson, bro. We can't let him leave. I'm like, no offense, I expect him to leave at this year.
Okay, now, J Mommy, let me just say this. First of all, welcome. Shout out. What up, though? But she says package Hooker and a player for a top draft pick and hopefully get McCarthy. What? I don't think McCarthy's better than Hendon Hooker. So why would I want him on this team?
I'm saying,
I know we love. No, I mean, I know we love, Michigan. I get it. But I don't want everybody from Michigan because they're not all going to do well in the NFL. I've watched McCarthy real close. He cannot be a quarterback I would take in the first round. There's no way.
Maybe second.
No way.
Maybe second, but I never seen him as
I wouldn't take him in a second.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Listen, people don't remember this, but I was one of the few people that's like, man, I would love Brock Purdy if you can get him in like the 5th round. Why? Because I was like, Brock Purdy doesn't do anything special. He just does his job. And I happened to just look at him because I was watching other people who was coming from there that I like. But yeah, I can't. There's no way possible that I'm taking a Michigan quarterback because there's no way. There's just no way. And McCarthy, I don't think he's better than Hendon Hooker. Branch is 100% Nightcrawler. Anybody want to at me on that? Please tell me I'm wrong.
Man, shoot.
Shout out to my man Michael Lutschy. I hope I said that right. What's up? He said, "What up, though? You were so right about Goff being our leader into the future. Extending this man now for whatever he wants. You have to give him the money now if you're going to keep him. If you wasn't ready to do that, then you shouldn't."
You're paying more, especially when you're doing. You can pay more money.
Again, for the people who don't know, the link is in the description. Feel free to jump in. You can talk your talk. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still trying to figure out how the heck Brian Prince fall to the 2nd round. That made no sense to me. Cause that dude's a freaking dog and did something.
My man Richard Head says, I stand by what I said about AG at the Seattle. The defense was not bad. However, the game plan was not the greatest against Seattle. Did you see all them missed tackles? Did you see all that? You see all them blown gap assignments?
Too many.
Did you see how people were just running around the damn tackles and letting the quarterback step up? Did you see how the quarterback had all day, a week, and a month of Sundays?
Man, he had time to call his girls, say, well, I'm having for dinner.
I mean, seriously.
That dude freaking...
No, the defense didn't perform well. That's just what it is. I hate to say it. When your guy make a play and then push the guy for a penalty, that was all they wrote. McCarthy, I ain't gonna say he trash, but I don't think he better than Hendon Hooker. I think we need a D tackle or left tackle with our first round pick. Okay, you can argue with me. But right now, don't jump too far to the draft. We still putting in work on the rest of this regular season.
Yeah, our team doing damage. I don't think anybody want to play us right now.
Look, JEMlive don't set the chat on fire. JJ McCarthy is mad overrated. It's the offensive line that makes him look good. I don't want to pay him. McCarthy is a better short passer than who? I mean, I ain't trying to be funny. The dink and dunk and stuff can work for some people for so long, but after a while, you're going to put the ball down the field. And I would much rather have Hendon Hooker do that.
Yeah, Hendon Hooker got cannon.
Can we even get a good D tackle in this draft with the pick 32? Man, talk to the people. See, y'all not understanding what that 32 pick means. Y'all not picking up the pieces on that. Talk to the people. Oh, hold on. Let me holler at my mans here. I haven't heard from my man, Detroit.Sports. What up, though, brother? I hope all is well and everything is going great for you. I hope all the blessings and the universe is giving you all your flowers that you deserve, sir, and everything is outstanding. I'm happy to see you here, my brother. AG wasn't missing tackles and missing assignments and getting cooked by tight ends. Stop it. The players didn't play well enough. They didn't. We ready to play, y'all. I'm riding with the shake and bake. Well, the best thing about shake and bake is when you put it in the oven after you don't coated it with a little dusting, you get to eat off of it, and it's crunchy. And I'm just want you to understand that you can ride with the shake and bake on this, but the reality is this. He gonna be a shake and bake pork chop. Everybody gonna eat that day. I promise you that. Everybody gonna eat that day. We eating it with hot sauce. Some of us gonna put ranch on it. We eating that day. So I just want you to put it out there.
Gravy on it eating too.
D-Map Zone, I got people coming in. Let me get to the next people, brother. I appreciate you for coming through. Listen, we got my man Manny in the building. Manny, what's going on?
What's up, man? What we talking about?
Listen, we talking about the Lions deciding to actually tell a team, I'm better than you, and I'm going to show it, and just constantly welling on them. It was punch at the punch when they thought they were going to come back. They were like, we coming back, and another gut punch. Fumble. Brilliant, Aleem McNeil.
Hey, Aleem balling, Hutch balling. I mean, I really got no complaints, but we are injured, though, man. Let me say that.
Well, that's one of my biggest complaints, that we was bringing in too many injured players. And another big complaint for me was we wasn't getting any production out of these other people that we were bringing in. Like, I wanted more of those people to come here, and we wasn't getting that. I see you in the back, Rage. Hold tight for me. We wasn't getting that stuff, man, at all. And it's 100% a bunch of BS. But the reality is this: they showed up. They went against a team that they were supposed to beat without issue, and they did that. They handed them another L, and they did it in the best way. They made sure it was frustration. They made sure that the quarterback was harassed. They made sure receivers were challenged. They made sure that running backs were hit hard and constantly challenged for the ball. And when you're playing that type of sound defense, you can beat anybody. But nobody's going to talk about the 4 games that we're winning because of defense. Nobody's going to talk about that.
Yeah, no, this defense has me confident. I mean, the competition, Atlanta, Green Bay, and Carolina, not the best teams, but we handled them effectively and swiftly.
And the other part of it is you see guys out there fully competing. They're not letting you just get easy free yardage. They're competing out there. I love it when I see a play going deep or somewhere to a receiver and there's 2 defenders there to bang on you. I love that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You got to keep that same energy. What was? Let me ask you this, because I'm curious about your opinion of the game, in terms of how it went. What do you make of this third quarter? These third quarter woes that we keep having.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely interesting. Very interesting. I feel like Ben Johnson's offense needs a bit of time to like get in that groove, because you can see it like every like 2 plays there'll be an injury and he'll be so pissed off because like you're messing up the motion. You know what I mean?
I feel like the play calling has been garbage in the third quarter.
Wow, really?
I feel like they haven't really took it serious in the third quarter when looking at the play calling. I don't know if they took it with a sense of urgency to go out and stump out the opponent. So that third quarter woes is going to have to stop. My wish is that we go out, finish up with the Bucks, go out, finish up with the Raiders, come in the bye week, and then we come out the bye week ready to rock and roll. That's my wish. You
got a quick little insight on the Bucks game?
So, I follow both teams. I keep track of both teams. And here's what it boils down to me. I have no faith in Ty Bowles. I have no faith in Ty Bowles. I'm going to address this when I do the breakdown of the game. I have no faith in him. He forgets himself too often. Either he's a whole lot of run and no pass, a whole lot of pass and no run. There's hardly ever any type of balance. And then on the defensive side of the ball, there are too many times I've seen him blitz on downs, and I'm like, this is not necessary. And teams have taken advantage of it. The Buccaneers have had to fight back in some games because guess what? They were making decisions that were not allowing for them to close games out.
I mean, I'm looking at the schedule right now. They beat Minnesota. They beat Chicago. I mean, and they barely beat these teams.
Well, those are the challenges you're going to face because they're going to try to come after you, right? We're going to get a chance to see Kalijah Cansey. We're going to get a chance to see some people who's been there, like Barrett and stuff. But you're going to have to still run the ball. You're going to have to still be committed to it and treat it like, hey, we're just better than you, and that's how it's going to have to work. I do agree with this thing with my man KMG King, who said the only issue I got with this team is who's advising Campbell on these challenges. I can tell you why I was not upset with him challenging that play, because it was 50-50. It could have went anywhere or another. Yes, it looked like a catch to me, but we've seen stranger things happen. Don't forget the Lions had flags picked up on them, okay? So anything is possible. However, some of the challenges is a matter of just buying more time to set something else up on a play or something like that. So that's all it boils down to. Manny, let me get my next guest in. They coming in quicker than I can keep up with. If you want to hang in the back for a few, you can hang in the back, and then I'll bring everybody in at once for a final powwow, okay?
All right, cool.
All right. My man Detroit Rage is in the building. What up, though? Oh, I can't hear you. Wait a minute. What's going on?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Oh, you was muted. There we go.
Yeah,
What's
I had
going
to
on,
mute
brother?
myself. My kid was going off in the back, so my bad.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, man, not too much, man. Listen, man, I'm glad to be on. Thank you for letting me on. I just want to let everybody know, man, like as fans, we're overthinking all of the success, okay? We need to enjoy what we got because, honestly, there's only, 2 teams that are undefeated right now. We're, a coin flip away from being undefeated ourselves. We shot ourselves in the foot in that game, okay? And you're right about our defense winning these games for us because the offense hasn't been overly explosive, if you feel me. So where I'm trying to get at is, as fans, man, we got to enjoy this while we can because I haven't seen this since 91 and I was a little kid, bro. You feel me?
Well, and that's why when people was like, oh, you're doing good, bad, and ugly, I didn't have any ugly. You did what you were supposed to do. The only reason
there ain't no ugly about it.
We couldn't score more points.
Like, seriously, the undefeated team, one of the undefeated teams in the league right now, actually in the NFC, mocked, like literally mimicked one of our plays, step by step, in the same day. You know what I mean? Like, come on. They're just copying another version of perfection, man. And that's hard to say for a Lions fan because I haven't been able to say this in a long time. But this team looks really good out there, even when they're not 100%. And honestly, we need to stop overthinking what our next schedule is going to be. We're going into our bye week 6-1. You can mark my words on that.
Listen, I got us doing the same thing, and I had us originally doing 6-1. With just looking at the schedule, I'm like, okay, we're gonna go get that bye week, and I think we come out the bye week and we play. I believe it was the Ravens. Am I tripping on that? I'm gonna double check.
And here's my thing on the Ravens. Right, at first I was worried about that game. Not so much now. They've been exposed. They're 3-2. You know, like honestly, they're a very beatable team. With our run stopping ability now, I think that we can contain Lamar, and I think we can stop a lot more than what everybody believes us to be, man. Like honestly, man, we're a lot better team than we give ourselves credit for. You know,
so we actually play the Ravens after the Bucks, but again, I agree with you. They are very much a beatable team. I'm not worried about Lamar going off. I thought we did well against them the first time we played, and it took the miracle kick of miracle kicks.
Yeah.
They hit the crossbar and fall lower for us to lose that game.
Yeah.
I fully expect for us to take advantage of this and win. So you essentially are talking about going into your bye week with just one loss, and then coming up the bye week against the Chargers. So it's lining itself up real beautiful.
Yeah, I honestly believe that and you might call me crazy. I'm sorry for coughing so much. But you might call me crazy. It's hard for me if these boys keep playing at the level that they're playing, and you know, with all prayers, you know, we stay healthy. It'll be hard for me to find what another 2 losses on that schedule, man. I'm just being honest with you, man. It's hard if they're playing consistently good and they're not easing off and they're not having these mental breakdowns. I don't see them faulting. The rest of the schedule looks fairly easy. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like we have San Francisco and Philly on the schedule. We don't, but I believe they have each other on the schedule. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know, that's a good thing, you know, and
they're going to get some losses. You're pointing out the fact that they got some losses coming their way, and it is meant to be that way for a reason. BD Buzzer says, I don't know what you guys are talking about when it comes to the offense. How many games are we scoring 20 points in? Listen, I hate to say this, but 20 points is cool. It's not special. I'm not being funny when I say this. And also, you got to look at how we're getting these 20 points. We are getting good field position because our defense is performing. Our defense is getting us the ball back. You went from
they're getting us the ball back right at the 30, and then we're right there. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's good.
Or we're getting it across the 50 already, or maybe we at the 50, right? Or maybe we got an interception and we're getting the field. It's so many things that's lining up for us because the defense is getting turnovers, and that's what you want to see. So I'm not knocking. I'm just saying
those are the things that make huge changes in games from being just a game that okay in. And we held up, like remember when we had Stafford and we had that high scoring game against Kansas City, and it was like, oh, we barely beat them, but we just quit playing in the fourth quarter. That shit ain't happening like that because they're not getting off. KC didn't get off like that. All these other teams didn't get off like that. Why? Because the defense held up. There's a defense here in Detroit now, something that wasn't here. When Ndamukong Suh left, we filled that gap with who? With Haloti Ngata. That's a whole lot of nothing, bro. Like, come on, bro. Give me a break. And then every year we get somebody that's just more and more washed up, somebody that's nearing the end. Now, when I was completely done, and I'm telling you, bro, I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to quit doing YouTube videos. I ain't taking this shit seriously. This guy's crying on stage with a bicycle helmet on. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I got tired of getting made fun at work, bro. You know what I mean? Like, legit, I was going through life like, I can't believe I turned my kids into Lions fan.
Oh, man, no, but listen, but those days is behind us, man.
You know, and now I can't say that shit no more because we got a fucking squad. You hear me?
Talk to the people, man. Listen, shout out to my man Lions Talk by Chat Sports, a.k.a. my man's Mr. Mike Kimber over there. What up, dude? My man Shay says there's a rumor that on Twitter that Denver might tear it all down. Okay, we'll tear it all down.
Man, I can't even hear you no more. But listen, I'm thank you for the time here. I'm sorry for cutting you off. If I'm cutting you off, I can't hear anything, so I'm gonna gracefully back out. Like I said, thank you for your time. Lions fans, man, this is our year for real. Rejoice, man. I'm telling you, I'm not saying we're gonna go all the way, but we're gonna go somewhere. You feel me? And it's not gonna be by on the first round. I'm telling you, we're gonna go into these playoffs and we're gonna get past our first game. Mark it. 6-1, past the break. We getting it in. Love y'all.
Hey, my man Detroit Rage in the building, man. My man 313 said, "You've been on long." Yeah, been on about an hour and a half. We got a few more minutes and we up out of here. Shout out to my man's Mike in the building. He in there talking to the people and stuff. I'm gonna bring back everybody into the panel just for a brief second, because I got a few things I just got to hit on. But again, I want people to remember that if you don't want to be on this train, if you don't have to be on it. But like I said, all those people who wanted Aaron Glenn gone, where are you? Please come to the podium. All those people who told me J-Mo is about to reset the market on receivers, come to the podium, please. We need you down here in the pool pit. Get on down here, people. All you people who said I was batshit crazy for telling you, no, it's just players got to execute. Come on down. I'm here for you, all right? I'm here for you. I need you here. Leave no doubt is what they did. Leave no doubt. I haven't even had to bring out Patty Luke. Patty Luke Hawk didn't even have to come out this time. He didn't even have to come out this time. He happy. You would like him when he happy. But come on. Now let me see. We got people in there talking the talk. Let's see. We got Lions 12-13, last 15. What is New Orleans record? Raiders. Let's see. Would have been funny and awkward if we really couldn't hear him. 313 come, bro. The same team just won a Super Bowl minus Brady, Gronk, and AB. You was watching us have a Super Bowl party. Oh, see, we get Teskey in there. We got my man Raw in there and said, Mike, we don't need to know all that, bro. Yeah, listen, I tried to skip over there. Mike, Mike, why, Mike? Why, Mike? Well, I just want to know why. Why, Mike? Like, why are we doing this? I'm just saying, man. Let me see. All right, let me bring back my man Bandit. Anybody else will jump in? Appreciate it. My man Mike out here trip. My man says in 5 minutes. If you say it's gonna take you 5 minutes, or you doing this in 5 minutes? Either way it go, brother. Have fun, man. I just don't know why we needed to know this, Mike. I just don't know why. like why we need to know this, bro? Yeah, oh my god. All right, let me bring in my man Bandit before we close up out of here. Bandit, I got one question.
If I could be like Mike.
Listen, I mean, he said my man.
Hey, Micro Mike, that's my boy, man. He's silly as hell.
He
bro.
told him Godspeed.
He said Godspeed.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Damn it, Mike, off the rails because of you. Thank you, sir. Oh my god. I don't even know why he felt the need we needed to know this. He's an oversharer. He's sharing.
That's a blessed man who let y'all know he blessed. That's what it is.
Yeah, he's sharing. Listen, I gotta put it out there because to me it boils down to this. Like seriously, this season we're 4-1 in the first quarter. That's a good start. Statistics say that those teams make the playoffs, right? But let's be honest. You're talking about the next 3 games. Buccaneers, Ravens, Vegas. What do you got us going into the bye week with the record?
2-1.
Okay.
I think.
Wait. You got us winning. You got us winning, losing one of those games in those last 3.
Yeah.
Who you got us losing to?
Our mobile quarterback, man, Lamar, man.
Hey, listen, I think we're gonna find out because they've been playing good gap discipline. We're gonna see if they keep it.
And I hate to say that because I think that's the old Browns, but yeah, Lamar's something special, man. I think that's gonna be a good game, bro. If our defense show up, it's just when he break contain, bro. That's what I'm worried about, bro.
Yeah, well, we gonna find out, man. This dude, Mike, man, what the?
Let's go, Mike.
Listen, the crazy part is nobody noticed that Mike has not responded since he posted that 5-minute statement.
Wow. Luke, better be on 5 minutes. You got to explain yourself, Mike.
Nobody noticed that Mike ain't responded to a single person after that announcement. He like, it's been 5 minutes. I'm finna clap them cheeks.
You didn't even cut the laptop off. We just shut it. You feel me?
Yeah, I can't sometimes. Now, C. Perry says, I think the Bucs is going to get us. Talk to me. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. What are they going to do that we can't stop? Tell me why. Like, if you think the Bucs going to get us, tell me what am I missing? It says Mike going to work now. Hey, man, y'all is in rare form. Oh, let me do this really quick.
5 minutes of work never stops.
Let me do this really quick because I haven't been on in a while. I want to show you guys the Pick'em League, show you where everybody is at. Titus Young, Jameson Williams is still number 1 with 56 games picked correctly.
That's a name right there.
Man, dude, I'm out here struggling. I had the number 2 spot. It came up short. Shades don't jumped ahead of me by 2 games. I got to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I tend on looking at it, but let's look at our top 10 at least. I'm at 3, not bad. Adam Whitehead is at 4 with 52. Jimmy Stoneful is at 5 with 51. Y'all better start putting them tiebreakers in because that's how you look at this. 251 people, but he's ahead of Super Saiyan Lion because he won his tiebreakers. My man, my last year's check, Big T is pulling up the rear with 8. He's still in the mix of the top 10, so not bad. Nice bounce back. Shake Man is at 49, but again, tiebreaker with him and Big T. Big T is picking the right tiebreakers. And then at 10, we got my man G Carson 21 with 48. I'll kind of come down a little bit more to see where everybody else is at. That dude is aka DSPN. NFC Champs is there. JT Sports is at 13. Nice, JT. I see you. I got the Magic pick. I love this damn name. That's at 14. Detroit Drew, shout out to my man Drew, is at 15. He's not doing too bad. You know, he's a few games off. You just got to just keep the numbers in there. My man Dirty Glove Williams is at 16. Gunner is at 17. Lions King 313 is at 18. Whiskey Neat is at 19. And Blue Jay Sarge is right there at 20. Black Spirit, man, you right there at 24. Not bad. Kapler, my man John is in there at 25. And we just gonna keep on coming on down. Get them picks in, man.
Bring it on.
So that rounds out our 28 right there. But here's your top 5 right there. So there it is. I had to get that on screen for the people who are watching, so we can do it. If you don't know, this is the Pick'em League. It is still time for you to jump in and join. It is not too late because I guarantee you somebody is not going to make their picks. All right, now my man C. Perry says we hurt and just might have a little ego. Linebacker play was a little weak outside of stopping the run, and it wasn't great at that. Last game, they won't beat us. We will beat us. Okay, I can tell you this much. I cannot be mad at you for feeling this way or feeling like this might be the case. You're just looking at it and saying, you know what, there's some things that you saw that didn't line up to the way you feel. I can tell you this much. Are we hurt? Yes, but Buccaneers have injuries too, right? Everybody is not healthy. The difference is the Buccaneers offense in terms of scoring not going to be able to keep up with us. It's not going to happen. I believe that the Lions should score and score often. I believe that, and I hate to say this because this is where we're going to really see some stuff, but this is the game that Jameson is going to break loose on. This is going to be the game where they're going to be dropping like 2 deep bombs and, getting behind them because they will.
Stepping that in?
Yeah, I stamped that shit. As a matter of fact, I put it in blood. There it is. See? It's in there. I really believe that this is a game where you can light them up over the top because they will have a tendency to come up to stop the run. Yeah. And to me, you want to be able to do just that. You want to force
you've been doing your research, Luke.
I'm looking at it like this. At the end of the day, if you're going to tell me that we're going to lose, I'm a fan of both teams, first off. All right, let me just be clear. I like both teams. I know. Everybody's like, oh, my God. How is that possible, Luke? I like what I like. I'm not going to apologize for liking what I like. All right. But like if you just go through and you just look at the top scoring teams, 24 total touchdowns by the Dolphins, 20 total touchdowns by the 49ers. And then it's the Lions at 19 tied with the Bills at 19. You know where the Buccaneers is at? My Buccaneers is at? 9 total touchdowns on offense. They're not scoring points like that. Right? Now, do they have a defense? Sure do. But in terms of a scoring team, they're not scoring points like that. And that's where I look at it and I go, okay, cool. And they only got one rushing touchdown this whole entire time. Like this is absolutely nuts to see it. The rest of it is passing, and that's because of who they played. So just putting it out there.
The last team we just played, they were saying the same description about them. Good defense, offense don't really score that many points.
And like I said, it is what it is, man. I just think that's what it boils down to. Now, I have to get myself prepared because I got to redeem myself in some Mario Golf. I've realized that letting the kid play a game for 30 minutes is a lot of time for them to learn some stuff. So I've come to a conclusion that I need to put more practice in. But yeah, I got a battle with my son. He went to work on me this weekend in that Mario Golf. I was a little peeved off is the word I'm gonna use. All right. But before we get up out of here, man, give the people your final thoughts, Bandit.
Man, embrace it, enjoy it, man. It's gonna be here for a while, man. The Lions gonna keep winning, man. One pride.
Hey, 100%. Y'all know me, Bucks Nation. Man, he says, hopefully ready to apologize. Hey, I hear you. Y'all know me. I can't end the show unless I do it on a positive note. I had to come in here and have a little fun. I just really wanted to leave it open to the people to come in and talk their stuff. And give them opportunity to speak their truth and have fun with it, man. We won a game and we did it convincingly, and I respect the hell out of that. I can't complain about much. If I gave it a grade, it's A's all around minus the third quarter, right? Third quarter, I'll probably give it a C, right?
Get out that zone, man.
I don't think it's the zone is the problem. It's the offensive play calling. I can't talk about zone when your offensive play calling is hot garbage to open up the game and all throughout the entirety of the third quarter.
I'm talking about defense. We going in like that shallow zone. Right?
What's wrong? We winning. Why would you change it? We winning.
I just want them one game go. Don't take your foot off they neck, man. It's one game. One game.
Now my man said my man Buck Nation promised he'll be back. But to make sure of it, hit that subscribe button. Then, but I know you for real. Hit the subscribe button. Then when you come back, you can hop on here and talk your stuff. Okay, talk your stuff. My man Dirty Glove Williams says, "I'm late. Guess I got to rewind it." Hey, replay game, brother. Replay game. All right. Y'all know me. I can't end a show that I do on a positive note. Today's positive quote comes from the internet because I cannot figure out who said it. But the quote goes as follows. You can't help a person until they're prepared to let go of all the things that's making them sick. I'm going to say it again. You can't help a person unless they are prepared to let go of all the things that is making them sick. Y'all got your hands off of people who ain't ready to break the chains of their own bondage. And you're fighting for somebody who don't know how to fight. You're pushing somebody to be something they don't want to be. And what it's doing is they're taking all the best qualities and energy out of you. They're sucking your life force out of you because you're giving it to somebody who hasn't prepared themselves to be better. You see, they like being sick. They like the suffering. They like the chains. They like their status quo, and they want to be left alone. Take that energy and put that love to somebody else. Put it to somebody else. Because there's one thing I can tell you is this: sometimes leaving them to the wilderness is what they need to get the message. It's not telling them what they can do. It's not telling them what they can't do. It's not telling them how they're doing these things. It's letting them be allowed to do the thing that they're doing so they can suffer. I learned a valuable lesson the other day. So I sat in one time on a friend's AA meeting, and I listened to every single person hold themselves accountable and say how they're alcoholics and how it ruined their families and how it ruined their lives. And they took every aspect of that into account. They never once questioned anything other than say it's my fault. And every person in there was smiling. Every person in there was sober for years. And there's somebody listening to this right now who's giving somebody everything that they got. They don't want to give up on them. But sometimes, if you love somebody, you got to let them go. You got to let them be free. You got to let them fly and get the life lesson. Sometimes, because they know they have you to fall back on, they'll just keep on with the keeping on. So I'm asking you to understand this basic principle. Before you decide to help a person who's sick or a person who's just not themselves or who needs help, ask yourself, are they prepared to abandon all the things making them sick? With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. And as always, don't be no chump. Please do your research. My man AG, tell the people one more time what you got to do for this game.
Defense on me.
All right. Now, I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure that they remember forever the night they played the Lions. Leave no doubt.